So, hello everyone. I hope you have had a good weekend. And yeah, it was just International Yoga Day yesterday. And we're here with Article 9, where we are talking about yoga as a sustainable lifestyle. Now, before I call on to my guest, I would, of course, like to set the context of today's episode. In this modern life and the fast paced that life that we've been living, of course, before the lockdown, as you know, uh, we've had a lot of different problems pertaining to our health, whether it's our physical health, our mental health, well-being of our by mind and body. And we've always wondered, what is that one thing that can take care of both? Is it just going to the gym that's going to help, or is it going to go to a meditation camp that's going to help? But there is a solution which we've known since many years, and it has originated in India, and it has been propagated and followed a lot in the West, though in different variations. But the ancient yogic culture has begun in India, and it is taking a U-turn and bringing back that lifestyle for everybody who wants their physical mental wellness as their priority, and it is the most sustainable lifestyle. I just want to set the context for today, that how yoga is a group of physical, mental, and spiritual practices or disciplines which originated in ancient India. Yoga is also one of the six Astika schools of Hindu philosophical traditions. In fact, in 2014, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi suggested the United Nations to celebrate June 21st as the International Yoga Day, as it is the summer solstice, the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. Now, having said all of that, let's look at some of the facts and figures that we know about. So, there are more than 55 million people that were estimated to start practicing yoga by 2020, which we know for sure has increased in numbers, with everybody being in at home and not having access to their gymnasiums or equipments. So people have gone back to practicing yoga even more so. Yoga also triggers musculoskeletal pain in 10% of cases and are reported to deteriorate 21% of existing injuries. 32% of non-yogis claim they lack physical flexibility, and that is what holds them back from giving yoga a go. According to yoga population statistics, interest in yoga has increased over time, peaking in January each year. As we know, people take New Year resolutions during that time. The UK alone accounts for over 10,000 yoga instructors. Now, that number is great. We're going to find out what is the perspective and numbers in India, in our country, where the yogic culture had begun. So, let's look at that. And I'm sure you've heard of this phrase, and it mentions in our description of this episode as well, that yoga actually is the journey of the self, through the self, and to the self. It's a quote in the Bhagavad Gita, and I'd like to reiterate that work yoga is not a work out, it is a work in. And today we have with us somebody who has been practicing yoga for the last and teaching yoga for the last 6 years. But she's somebody who's done that fast-paced, extremely exhausting and stressful corporate job, and very successfully so. She's been part of a corporate bank for 25 years, quit her job when she was a vice president because she felt there was some kind of unhappiness, unsatisfaction that was there. And she chose the yogic life and started teaching yoga as a teacher. And today she's here with us to talk to us about what are the benefits of yoga and how it can be a solution to these different physical problems that we have with our physical health, maybe obesity, diabetes, different kind of diseases that we expose ourselves to because of a non-healthy lifestyle, and how we can also improve our mental health through yoga. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope all of you are ready. I'm really excited to bring a yoga teacher with us who's from the Sivananda Center from Chennai, and her name is Uma Natarajan, and we're very glad to have her here with us. If you're here watching us, please do comment so that we know that you're watching, and let's welcome Miss Uma Natarajan. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Namah Shivaya, I'm very good, rocking top of the world with God's grace.
That's lovely to
How are
hear.
you all doing? Yeah.
Wonderful. And I mean, just we celebrated, the world celebrated the International Yoga Day yesterday. And to have you today is just perfect. And especially now, because everybody's sitting at home and now realizing how much of, importance mental health should also be given. And, we've spoken about this. So why don't we just start from the problem itself? How do you see, you've done corporate, job for 25 years. I'm sure you've already seen that stressful life that most people in our country lead. So do you have something to say on that? That how yoga can help and what is this problem that we deal with?
For sure, yes. I do not know anything about the Shivananda Institute when I was working,
Hmm.
and I wanted to learn this something different, and that's the time I thought about this, and
Yeah,
I opted for the yoga teacher training course in Shivananda.
yeah,
And when I went for this teacher training course, I could feel that it is a different world itself. And
yeah,
all the stress and tension that I have on a day in and day out basis, I felt that there is an alternate for it where you can just calm down yourself and you can lead a stress free life. And that is what has been taught in various ways in the
yeah.
Shivananda yoga. So after my teacher training course also, I went back to my work and I was working happily.
Hmm.
Still, after doing my advanced teacher training course, I felt becoming a yoga teacher and spreading this is that brings more happy to me. Maybe
Yeah.
once I got my son also married, and so I thought I would get into this yoga, and that made me here.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And we are glad that you chose that path so that you could join us here as well. And so I just wanted to bring in some statistics again here, Uma, which is that India has the highest number of diabetic cases in the world. Like over 77 million people in India have pre-diabetes. Also, India reports about 1 million new cancer cases every year. In India, there are 70% of deaths that happen between 30 to 69 years, which are cancer related, as against the global average, which is 0 to 0.5%. That 15% cancers in India are in minors. So, I mean,
Yeah,
there are so many of these statistics that we see that which are oriented to our health, which is oriented to our mental well being, and yoga as a holistic lifestyle. Can you just tell us that how can it help? And if you've come across during your courses on how it helps keep away from any kind of physical illness also.
yeah. So what you say is perfectly true, Khyati. It is alarming.
Hmm.
Okay, the number of diabetics, and nowadays we see in the kids in the school also is getting diabetics, it seems, and they have started taking medicines. It's really alarming. It's not a good sign. When
Right.
we have a easy remedy on hand, we are not looking at it. That is what is looks pathetic.
Yes.
So that is because the awareness.
Hmm.
So our take for example our Shivananda
Yeah.
organization. It is a international organization. We have our headquarters in Canada, and we
Hmm.
have centers and ashrams across the globe. Okay.
Right. Hmm.
So Swami Shivananda, he called Vishnudevananda, and he said, people are under stress, spread
Hmm.
yoga to them.
Hmm.
So Swami Vishnu, he learned everything from Swami Shivananda. He
Hmm.
created this foundation. He
Yeah.
founded this organization in his master's name.
Hmm.
One thing that he saw was the stress among people.
Right.
Everybody is under stress. So he thought, how do I remove the stress? While yoga is a very vast subject, yoga is very big.
Right.
There are too many things in the yoga. And Patanjali Maharishi, 6,000 years ago, he has written how to do this yoga for
Right.
for us to get benefited. So Swami
Yeah.
Vishnu thought, these people are all modern. They
Hmm.
all want all modern technical things. At the same time, he doesn't want to leave this scriptures which say how to get benefited.
Right.
Okay. So he thought, how do I remove the stress from people? And he
Hmm.
designed 5 points of yoga.
Okay.
And last 50 years, more than that, people are practicing these 5 points and they are realizing that they can live happily with healthy body and healthy mind.
Right.
So
So,
that is what is being taught in Shivananda.
okay, that's lovely. And we see that now more than ever, people are inclined towards, yoga, whether it is just for their physical fitness or if it is, yoga plus meditation for their mental well-being. It's happening quite a lot now. But do you also, can you also tell us that how it, can affect both your physical wellness as well as your mental wellness? Like those 5 points that you're talking about as a lifestyle, that if you can just elaborate on that.
So these 5 points, if you see, what are the 5 points? The first main point is working on this physique. It is proper exercise, which is
Right.
in Sanskrit, it's called asanas. The
Hmm.
second point is proper breathing, which is called pranayama. Third
Right.
point is proper diet, which is sattvic diet. The
Hmm.
fourth point is, sorry, third point is proper relaxation, which
Hmm.
is shavasana. The fourth point is proper diet, which is sattvic diet. And the
Hmm.
fifth point is positive thinking and meditation. So these are the 5 points in Shivananda. Any course, any workshop, any classes that you take across the globe, that is based on these 5 principles. They predominantly focus on the first three principles: asana, pranayama, and relaxation.
Okay.
So these asanas, it works as a lubrication to your joints and your physics. First, the asanas that Swami Vishnu, he has designed 12 basic asanas, taking the endocrine system of a human being into account. Based
Hmm.
on the endocrine system, without compromising on the scriptures, he designed these 12 basic asanas, which has been taught in sequence in Shivananda.
Okay.
In a week's time, people who start practicing will see the change in their body and in their mind.
Lovely. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So and as I understand, you all are doing online workshops, which we will talk about in just a while, and let everybody know how they can join these online workshops. Because now, sitting at home, if they can practice yoga, that won't be the bad thing to do right now. Because this is the time when we have all the time in the world before we get back to our jobs and everything, and we can take care of our body and mind right now. So, Uma, I just want to go back and talk about some of the problems that youth are also facing with the ongoing pandemic, or whether it is just their school, college lives, or the social media that is creating like this mental imbalance in them. So, how can yoga as a lifestyle improve their mental well being also?
good. So the as I said, the first point is physical body.
Yeah.
Okay, proper exercise. It is
Hmm.
just not only addressing the physical body; it is also addressing your astral body. It is also taking care of your chakra points, um, your spine, your strength, your immunity system. The yoga asanas done with the proper awareness, it increases all these um, strength in your body. Home. I hope I'm audible to everybody. So what is happening is the yoga asanas, it works like a lubrication to your joints, your muscles, and your nerves. Every asana that is being taught in Shivananda, this strengthens your body. and it strengthens your spine. See, look at a child. The child is running here and there, and it is going everywhere. The child is bundle of energy. It is going everywhere. Why it is not getting tired? Why the child is not feeling tired? That's because the child, the spinal cord, the spine is of the child is flexible, and it is strength. The strength is there in the spine. The same way, if we learn that strength in our day-to-day life, if we get the strength to our spine, if we keep our spine flexible, then we will remain youthful all the time. Okay. So I'm not sure. Is everything all right? Okay. I keep talking. I presume that everything is all right because the live shows it is on. So that is what is yoga asanas. We start addressing the strengthening the spine, the nerves and bones get its flexibility, and that helps the uh, immunity system to go up. Khyati,
Thank you
is
so much.
everything all right?
Yes, thank you so much for taking care of it and continuing the conversation. My internet died on me at the last moment, but thank you for continuing it. And
Yeah.
so I heard
So
you talk
to
about
addressing,
immunity. Yeah.
yes, so addressing your question, Khyati. So
Hmm.
it makes your the yoga asanas helps you to keep your spine flexible. The
Right.
more strength gets to your spine, it makes you feel energetic and youthful all the time. That is
Hmm.
how the children are very happy. They jump here and there. They are not tired at all. Throughout the
Right.
day, they will be jumping here and there. Have you ever seen a child saying, I'm tired? No, not at all, right? Why?
Yeah.
Because their spine is flexible and there is strength in their spine. So
Right.
that strength, if we can get through these yoga asanas, learned
Hmm.
from a proper teacher,
Hmm.
then it helps you to strengthen your spine and stay energetic all the time, remain youthful all the time. That is how we are all in the ancient system.
Right.
Like today, the youngsters, the youth people like you all think that modern physical exercise alone can help, and that is the key, right? In this yoga asanas, you get your physic fit. At the same time, it works on your mental happiness, and at the same time, it helps you to stay calm and composed. That doesn't mean you will become unproductive. You will
Yeah.
become doubly, triply productive,
Right. Yeah.
remaining calm.
Absolutely. So before we move forward, Uma, I'm just going to highlight some comments. We've got a lot of highs over here from our viewers. Yamini saying hi. We have Rima,
Namah
Saurabh,
Shivaya, Rima. Oh, Saurabh, very nice.
we have Dhruvi saying Om Shanti. We
Om
have,
Shanti Dhruvi.
and here we have some question, almost not a question, just a comment which says, in today's time, yoga is the best thing to do for your health and mind. And thank you to do so much for our society. And here's another viewer saying that can totally relate to what you spoke about kids. Malhar is my nephew, and he's so hyperactive, jumps around all the time, and we always wonder how does he not get tired? Like we all are
Yeah.
exhausted by the end of the day, but he's still so active.
That's
And we,
because Khyati, they are tuned with their breath.
yeah,
You know what? They have a proper breathing. Have you ever seen a child? Meaning, if we get an opportunity to see a child breathing, they would be
hmm,
breathing through the whole body. That's wonderful to watch.
wow,
You know what? They have a proper breathing.
hmm,
The proper breathing is abdominal breathing. When you are stressed, when you are running, you are doing a shallow breathing. If you are stressed, you
right,
would be doing a shallow breathing. And when you do a shallow breathing, you will get tired quickly. When you learn to do abdominal breathing, engaging your entire respiratory system, you get more energy,
Yeah.
and you learn to throw the carbon dioxide outside your body, and that gives you more room for your lung capacity to store fresh oxygen, and the blood takes that and supplies to the brain and other parts, and you also feel energetic when you practice asanas.
Wow. So I'm just going to let our viewers know that towards the end of today's show, ma'am is going to teach us the right way of breathing, the pranayama as it is called. So do stick around. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and put it in the comment section. So, Uma, we are going to move towards the generational questions that we've shared with you, which is from different age groups that people have asked us about yoga as a, whether it is as a physical fitness form or whether it is a mental fitness. So there are some of the very interesting questions that have come up, and which some kids have also asked, which we are very, very glad about. In fact, nowadays the
Let's
practice of
take a
yoga
kid's question.
first, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, so it's a very simple question, yet so very prominent for anybody who would like to know this. I think I've also had this question in the past, but then slowly, because I was researching and reading about it, I realized what the understanding it was. But I would love it if you can tell the kids, why do we say Om?
That's a beautiful question.
Yeah.
Om. Om comprise of three characters.
Okay.
A, O, M. Okay.
Hmm.
This is the first word. This is the first word that came into existence. This is
Hmm.
the sound. Om is the first sound that is
Hmm.
ever heard in that whole universe. It also represents various other things because
Hmm.
we have three state. We
Yeah.
have the awareness state,
Yeah.
awakening state, and we have a dream state, and we have a deep sleep state.
Right.
When you are aware that you are aware of your this physical body and mind, I'm very
Hmm.
happy a kid is asking this question.
Yeah.
And yeah, and in dream state, what is happening in dream state? You are not aware of this physical body, but you
Hmm.
still know who you are. In a dream, you're in an exotic location and enjoying a party, enjoying ice creams, having loud music and everything. Once you get out of the dream, that exotic location and everything moves away.
Right.
There, that is when you're not aware of this physical body, still your mind is working.
Right.
In
Yeah.
deep sleep state,
Hmm.
you are not aware of this physical body and this mind.
Okay.
And that is what is driving us to the meditative state where you can see yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The destruction can happen only to this body and mind.
Yeah.
When we are born, every day, the moment we are born, from that day till the day you die, you keep changing. Every day you're constantly changing,
Right.
right? So the growth is happening and the decay is happening,
Right.
right? But at all stages, you remain yourself. When you ask a child who you want to become, the child will give an explanation to you. And when the child becomes an adult, you ask the question, that would be a different answer. At the
Right.
middle age, that would be a different answer. At the end of the a, meaning towards for 70 or 80, you ask that would be a different answer. But all these time, that you remains the same on way all the occasions. Why?
Right.
The destruction is only to this body and mind. To the deep self in you, there is no destruction. In
Mm.
deep state, we realize that deep self that is shining inside us.
So,
Okay, for that, there is no death. So,
right.
this Om represents all these three states.
Okay.
And
But
this Om is the Pranava mantra. That is a
okay.
universal mantra.
Mm-hmm. does it also have any significance in the way we say it, or that vibration it creates? The Like, I've heard so many different connotations to it, that we say Om during whether meditation, or to basically calm ourselves down, because it gives these vibrations and positive energy around you. So what is that importance of chanting Om as well?
Yeah. The scripture says Om has got only three matras. Matras in the sense it's only just short
Yeah.
Om. That's all. Okay.
Yeah.
But in yogic perspective, we chant this Om at length because
Hmm.
this is associated with your breath. You're,
Right.
you're taught to chant Om associating with your breath, which makes you become more aware of your own breath. When you
Hmm.
keep chanting Om, associating with this breath, what we are doing is we are engaging our mind, giving the mind some tool to handle. At the same time, we are calming ourselves in the
Right.
meditation. So
Hmm.
the Om chanting, when it associates with the breath, it makes more meaning to you instead of generally doing it as a just chanting, okay,
Right.
without getting that connectivity.
Right.
So in the we have incidentally, I would say this: we have kids camp in Shivananda.
Oh,
Oh, it would
wow.
be full of fun, and there will be 60, 70 kids who would be participating in the kids camp. We have in
Mhm.
Madurai, we have in Nayadam, and we have one in India. I'm saying
Yeah.
we have one in Andhra side, Tamil Nadu border, Gudur. Kids would be full of fun, and all the yoga activities and this Om chanting, this meditation, this satsang, chanting bhajans, the kids would be thoroughly enjoying. The whole ashram would be vibrating with the kids' energy.
Wow. Wow.
You should have a, even as elders, when the Shivananda introduced kids camp, you should come and see. It's
Absolutely.
full fun.
Wonderful that nowadays we also see some schools incorporating yoga as a practice for physical fitness and mental well-being for kids. And we always say during our shows that I think if we teach the kids of because they are the actually the adults of tomorrow who are going to change the world, if we teach them the right ways of living right at the beginning of their life, I think that can change a lot of things for everybody. So quickly moving on,
Yeah.
we have a 13-year-old asking that since when is yoga being practiced? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's been since the Vedic ages, but do we have a number to it? Since when it is being practiced?
The scripture says Patanjali Maharishi has written this Yoga Sutra 6,000 years ago.
Wow.
And this is also said, all these yoga asanas
Hmm.
has been taught by Lord Shiva to his wife Parvati.
Hmm.
So from that, if we all can relate from when Lord Shiva is existing, since the world is existence, they are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
from
Okay.
that day onwards, it's being practiced. It's getting from Lord Shiva.
Right. There is a 15-year-old asking, what is the significance of Surya Namaskar?
Ha, that's beautiful question. So
Yeah.
Surya Namaskar is not an asana. It is an
Okay.
exercise.
Mm-hmm.
It's a combination of 12 asanas,
Mm-hmm.
and we do it to warm up.
Right.
We do it as a warm up to get into these asanas. So the
Right.
Surya Namaskar, when you do it as in a structured way,
Hmm.
connecting with your breath, it
Hmm.
brings flexibility to your body, it
Right.
strengthens your muscles, and it becomes a tonic to your nerves. It's a very good nerve tonic. Surya Namaskar is a very good nerve tonic.
Right.
And it burns the fat from your body and it improves the concentration.
Wow. So
So
all
the
of you,
Surya Namaskar,
yeah,
yeah. So
it's wonderful. I've never heard the importance of Surya Namaskar in
and
such a way. Yeah.
here also I'll add one more thing. In Shivananda, in the Facebook page,
Hmm.
every week we do 108 Surya Namaskar. Sunday
Oh,
morning, 9 o'clock, we do 108 Surya Namaskar. Stay tuned to the Facebook. You can practice any number you wanted to.
brilliant,
Even if you
brilliant.
can't do the 108, you can do any number you wanted to.
That's wonderful. So now you know every Sunday, if you're looking out to do Surya Namaskars, you can go to their Facebook page and join everybody who are going to be doing 108 Surya Namaskars every week. So, ma'am, our next question is again something that I would have asked if I was still in my teens. But a 19-year-old is asking, does Tadasana increase my height even after 18?
Yes, on a consistent practice, you can feel that height going up, but not dramatically
Hmm.
between when you grow from between 1 and 8. But if you start practicing from the age of 7,
Yeah.
then you can see a drastic improvement at the age of 18.
Wow.
Yeah,
Lovely.
then you can feel all this strengthening and lengthening that is happening in your
Right.
body. Of course,
That's
Tadasana, it strengthens and lengthens your muscles.
brilliant. So for all the kids and the mothers and fathers out there, you know, you must get your kids into yoga and start doing Tadasana if you're worried if they're not going to be tall enough like me. So please go ahead. But I have first another question. This is just to get a number. There's a 20-year-old who's asked that how many asanas are there in yoga? Like if you
Ha.
have a total number to it.
The scripture says there are 8,400,000 asanas.
What?
As many species are there, there are asanas. The
Oh,
asanas are all named after the species.
yes,
So
yes, yes.
there are. So we don't have to practice all the asanas, but Swami Vishnu says,
Hmm.
learn the asanas and stay longer in each asanas. That
Right.
gives more benefit to your body and mind instead
Hmm.
of learning all the asanas and getting distracted.
Absolutely. So very true. In fact, we have some our friends who are watching us commenting, and they are wowed by everything that you've been saying. And Dhruvi is 19-year-old, so she says, "Thank God, still some hope in increasing the height." And we have some people saying excellent going. Also, we have somebody who's I think asked a question, so we'll just quickly like look into that. That how to make yoga interesting as Zumba and aerobics and always with high music. So we are always active in that mode exercise, but practicing yoga feels little lethargic. So to hold on to yoga and practicing what we can do. Interesting question, actually.
That is actually an interesting question, Kati. That's actually the problem. Okay?
Yeah,
Because they all feel it is lethargic, boring, and all this stuff.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
But if you see,
Hmm.
all of us have concentration.
Right.
All of us have concentration. Okay?
Yeah.
Where do you concentrate?
Hmm.
You can concentrate on the world and worldly objects,
Right.
or you can concentrate into yourself. Either you can concentrate outside or you can concentrate inside.
Right.
The outside, wherever you concentrate,
Hmm.
it gives you instant happiness,
Right.
but that doesn't stay longer. For example, you
Hmm.
go in a motorbike or you eat ice cream. You want to eat ice cream.
Yeah.
You go and eat ice cream.
Hmm.
It gives instant happiness,
Right.
but that does the happiness stay longer?
Hmm.
No, it dies fast. You
Yeah.
buy a you are riding a cycle. You want a motorbike, and you
Yeah.
get a motorbike. That happiness is short because you're seeing a car.
Yeah.
You wanted the car. You get the car because God says, whatever you ask, I will give.
Yeah.
He says, you ask me with total conviction, I will give.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever you ask, you will get.
Right.
But you are asking, you keep on changing because
Hmm.
you know those are all only temporary happiness.
Right.
But this yoga helps you to see, to look inward,
Hmm.
for which we need to have little patience.
Right.
If you gain that little patience and you
Hmm.
start seeing that in your body,
Hmm.
then believe me, you will not leave the practice of yoga. One day, if you do not practice, you will feel, oh my God, I didn't practice today. That kind
Yeah.
of feel come. Why? Because it helps you to think about the quality of your breathing.
Right.
Right
And
now, we are not aware of the
so
quality
the
of our
quality of
breathing.
your life, I think that is how it resonates in your daily life as well. In fact, I would like to
Yeah.
say that to all the friends and family who are watching, and for everybody who's out there, that the lockdown, I think, has been a boon to most of us also, who have been little privileged than the others, where at least we had the roof and the food and basics were taken care of. And families have started working out together. I would go ahead and just cite example of my family, that me and my mom started doing yoga at home, watching YouTube videos, or seeing people like you perform, or your page out there on Facebook that practices and talks about these things. So it's been amazing if you can do this on a daily basis. And now, where I had to urge my mom to first do yoga with me, now she has to she comes and says, okay, it's 6 o'clock, let's start doing this. So I think it's a great practice. If once you get into it, I think it does need a little bit of patience. You're very right about that. It's not a high tempo entertaining workout, so possibly it will take a little time for you to get into it, but once you get into it, I don't think you will leave that. So, quickly moving to our next question,
Do we
ma'am.
have any question from old people?
Yes, we do. We do. So, here some questions are about flexibility, because I think once you've aged a little and you think if you're not flexible, then I think they find it difficult whether to choose yoga or not. So, there is a question which is just simply that I'm not flexible. Can I do yoga? It's a 45-year-old asking.
Yes. The answer is clear, yes. Right now, I am standing before you. I started becoming a yoga teacher only after my 50 years.
Right.
After my 50, I joined meaning I became a yoga teacher.
Hmm.
So it is possible. The flexibility comes over a period of time. In
Right.
Sivananda, join the beginner's course.
Hmm.
You will start feeling that we have a beginner's course. In
Right.
online also we teach the beginner's course.
Right.
Join the beginner's course. From the day one, you will start feeling that your body is becoming flexible, 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 flexible.
Right.
And also, they will also teach you how to stretch your muscles.
Hmm.
When you get the pain, where do you stop? You can also ask questions at the end of the class to your teacher, and your teacher will say how to overcome this
Hmm. Right.
pain. Yeah.
So, in fact,
So the answer is yes. You can
yes,
practice. Yoga do not have any age, right? From the 7 to the moment the last breath that you do, you can keep practicing yoga.
wonderful. So now even if you're not flexible, in fact, that's more of a reason for you to start doing yoga, so that you do become flexible. It will come over time, but it will definitely happen. So I'm going to combine these two questions because they move around the same arena. So it says that what should be the duration of yoga practice session, and are there any side effects of doing excess yoga? I mean, is there anything like that?
um, you can practice any number of hours you want. From minimum 30 minutes you give for the
Hmm.
pranayama, Surya Namaskar, Asana. Minimum 30 minutes. Maximum you can do 3 hours also. In
Okay.
Shivananda, we have one course,
Hmm.
and which is challenging your own self. That
Hmm.
lasts for 2.5 to 3 years. Challenging yourself and staying longer in the asanas, reaping the benefit of that asana.
Hmm. Right.
So there is no restriction on that. You can practice. Side effects, there is no side effects. You will only gain more and more energy. You will only want to know how to use this energy.
Right. Brilliant. So, there is no time limit to it, and there are no absolute side effects, but a minimum duration should be about half an hour to 40 minutes. That's what we are talking about. Okay. There's a quick question on how shall we boost our immunity? This is, again, a 50-year-old asking this question. And does yoga help in that?
Yes, yoga helps in that.
Mm-hmm.
The asana and pranayama and the relaxation. All the three helps in that. The first 3 points that out of the 5 points of yoga, first 3 points, all of them helps you to increase your immunity system.
Okay,
Okay.
great. So this is a question about Savasana, which is the resting asana. It says, is it okay to fall asleep during Savasana? It's a 55-year-old asking. I have done that.
That's yeah, that's a very good question. No? But
Yeah.
it's a nice question. Uh, Generally, you need to be aware of your body,
Okay.
but there is a tendency that you might fall asleep,
Hmm.
but it is all right. Over a period of time, you will get into that deep sleep state.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
That the teacher would be giving that yoga relaxation.
Hmm.
They will ask you to look each part, keeping your eyes closed, scanning your body from the bottom, from your toes to the head.
Right.
Sometimes you might fall asleep, but that's all right. Going forward, you will feel that you are not falling asleep.
Right. So this is our last
Yoga
question.
helps us to be with ourselves.
Right. Yeah,
Yes.
as it said in Bhagavad Gita as well, that it is for you, by you, and yoga is a practice that is within more than it is outside. So, ma'am, this is the last question in our generational questions. It's a 60-year-old asking, what is the impact of yoga on 5 chakras of the body?
Yes, it does have an impact on the chakras. There are 7 chakras.
Hmm.
So the asanas that you practice
Mm-hmm.
has got a connection on these chakras. When you learn this asana and when you stay longer in the asana, you are activating that chakra
Hmm.
and you are enjoying the benefit of that chakra.
Right.
But if you are not staying longer and if you're doing it as a quick 30 minutes and those short duration, we will not be able to enjoy the benefit of that chakra.
Right.
Okay. You need to get into this asana and focus on that chakra point, and you will feel that chakra point is getting activated. Incidentally, we have a workshop on
Oh, wow.
and yoga asanas.
Wonderful.
So subscribe, yeah, register for the chakra and yoga asanas. The yoga
Absolutely.
asanas and what chakra is that activate and what impact that will give to your body. Everything is explained by a trained teacher.
Brilliant.
So
So I'm
it does,
going to
yeah.
just let them know that by the end of the show, we are going to mention the website name in the comment section. So you can check out all the courses that are available online on Sivananda Institute. We have a quick question here, ma'am. Firstly, there are a lot of compliments also coming. Very beautifully explained, Umaji. Uh, there is a question which says, ma'am, is it necessary to eat sattvic food or is it okay to eat a regular food like dal, chawal, sabji, roti?
That's a wonderful question, interesting question. So
Yes.
Swami Vishnu says, it is it's your choice. You want a first level energy or second level energy.
Hmm.
Where do we get energy? From the sun. Sun is the source of energy. Agreed. This is universal truth. Sun is the source of energy.
Right.
Where is that first level energy comes? In plants.
Hmm. Right.
So when you eat those plants, you get the first level energy. Where
Hmm.
do animals get energy? They get from the plants. That is a second level energy.
Hmm.
So you have a choice which one you want.
Right.
The natural diet is the best diet, which is easily digestible food.
Right.
And this, when you eat this natural diet, make sure you have the combination of protein, vitamin, carbs, and nutrients. Make sure that you have that combination when you
Wonderful.
eat. So
Very
what
well.
kind, you have a choice.
I had not heard of this. I mean, we've heard of vegetarianism against non-vegetarianism, but how beautifully you explained the first source of
Swami
energy.
Vishnu explained.
But you are our teacher right now, and we're listening from you,
Yeah.
ma'am. So it's very beautifully explained. I hope everybody's listening and will keep a note of this. I definitely will. Um, of course, the kids are saying that they love Savasana the most. And of course, I think this question also must be coming to all of you a lot, which is mainly everybody's problem, and it is a kind of a physical, ailment as well, where people are suffering with body weight issues. So, what is the best asana to reduce the weight? I'm sure there is not one, but maybe a combination of some, if you can tell us.
All the asanas helps you to reduce the weight. Okay.
Okay.
So there is a myth that, to reduce weight.
Hmm.
You can be a stout body.
Hmm.
You need to get flexibility. The more and
Right.
more you get flexibility, your body gets into that shape. If you are a fat person, you cannot do an asana. If you're a thin person, you are a healthy person. That is a myth.
Yeah.
Okay. However, every body is unique, and you
Hmm.
get into that physical frame that you are designed. Some people
Right.
would be basically designed to
Hmm.
be fat. That doesn't mean that the person is not able to do asanas or not energetic. Still, that
Right.
person would be energetic.
Right. Some people's body
Yes,
structure itself is
body
broad.
structure. So,
Yes.
yoga asanas helps you to get into that body structure. It helps you to identify your own body structure.
Right.
Incidentally, we have a weight loss program that is happening. So if
Okay.
anybody wants to register for that weight loss program, it's a 1 week program.
Right.
It's starting to today. I
Is
think
Monday.
yesterday it's Monday. Yeah, it started
Yeah.
on Monday. Yeah, yeah, it's
Good.
starting today. 6:30
Right.
today is the course starting. Weight
Oh
loss
wow.
program. If anybody wants to register, just register for the weight loss course. There are list of asanas that helps you to lose your weight. To
Right.
quote couple of thing, I can say Surya Namaskar helps you to reduce weight.
Right.
Yeah, Kapalabhati pranayama also, it burns the fat from your abdomen region. Paschimottanasana,
Hmm.
and backward bends also helps you to reduce weight because it works on your digestive system.
Right. Right. So,
So anybody wants to register, you can register for that weight loss course.
definitely. In fact,
It's a 1 week course.
we definitely encourage you to register. And when there is a teacher teaching and not just you watching videos or learning of asanas online and doing it yourself, when a teacher gives you the right instructions and postures, correction of postures also, it does make a huge difference in your yoga practice. So I would encourage that, at least if you're a beginner, if you're somebody who's just starting out, you must start with a teacher and then possibly move on to practicing it on your own. So definitely we will post the website link in our comment section, so go ahead, check the workshops that are there on different categories. So please go ahead and do that. And quickly, we have one more question, which also leads us to our pranayama practice that we wanted to do, which is that please tell us about meditation.
Yeah, we, as I said, meditation is from concentration. Where do we concentrate? That grows. You
Hmm.
concentrate on world and worldly object, that grows. You concentrate on your inside, you will go. You will understand that you are that happiness. You don't have to get happiness on depending on anything. Oh,
Right.
only when I'm with this person, I would be happy. Only when I go to an exotic location, I will be happy. Only when I get this, I will be happy. Only when I sleep in this bed, I will be happy. No,
Yeah.
you are that happiness. Okay?
Right.
So this meditation helps you to discover your own self. But
Hmm.
this meditation, without the right kind of understanding, it does not help.
Right.
Without the right knowledge, if you sit and meditate, you will only be all the time constantly on the conflict with your body and mind.
Absolutely.
For example, I will give you, suppose you want to buy a cell phone.
Hmm.
You have to have the right knowledge to get the
Right.
cell phone. There are various versions available, Samsung or iPhone. If I want to buy an iPhone, what are all the versions that is available? Which version give me what benefit?
Hmm.
Where is it available? Which shop give me a better quality phone? And what is the cost? Do I have the affordability to buy that cell phone?
Hmm.
When you have this right kind of knowledge, when you go to a shop, when you buy, you are getting benefited. You are not wasting your time searching. You are going with the right kind of knowledge. And when you
Right.
buy the phone, you know how to use the phone to get that benefit. So
Absolutely.
meditation without that right kind of knowledge will not yield you, which will not give you that benefit.
Absolutely. So just
So get
leading
that
on
right kind of knowledge and
same point, ma'am, there's a question that for breath control, which asana is the preferred more, but I think all the asanas are preferred more, right?
breath control. What was the question?
It says for breath control, which asanas are preferred more, but I think all the asanas work.
All the asanas. In
Yeah,
Shivananda, all the asanas.
right.
The breath is the first, most, foremost important thing. You need to have the quality of your breathing. Why is it so important? That quality of breath has a direct impact on your thought process. It makes you aware what kind of thinking that you are getting. Now, any kind of thought that comes in, negative thought or a positive thought, we will just, if it is a negative thought, we will be like this. If it is a positive thought, we'll jump.
Yeah,
Now, this quality of breathing will help you to become aware of what kind of thought that you are getting. And when it is negative, you need to shred it away. When it is positive, you embrace that thought. And does that happen in 1 day or 2 days practice? No, it happens on a consistent practice. You need to have some patience in your practice and then to enjoy this. And also, this quality of breathing, this pranayama practice, and this
mhm,
asana, focusing on your breath, it helps you to become responsible for your own thoughts.
right.
Now, when something is not happening good, when the environment is not conducive or something goes wrong, immediately our mind quickly get a solution. It will find where is the excuse.
Yes,
Where can I push this problem into? Oh, you did for the kids also. You did like this. That is why I didn't get it. You did this. That is why. Why?
right.
Because we are not responsible for our own thoughts. This pranayama and asana practice
Hmm.
helps us to become aware of our own thoughts and also become responsible for our own thoughts. It
Right.
is only me who has taken the decision. I am
Hmm.
responsible for this decision. That clarity comes in continuous practice of this asana and pranayama.
Absolutely. We've had so our viewers are saying well said. We also have Shanti Yoga who's saying very interesting, engaging, anchoring, and the explanation complementing each other. Excellent show. Thank you, Shanti Yoga. I am so glad that you enjoyed this. So, for everybody, I'm just going to quickly ask Uma ma'am to teach us the right way of breathing, the pranayama that we've been speaking about, which improves the quality of life. So if you're watching us, please comment that you're ready to do this with us. And whoever will be watching us later, don't forget, do practice this along with us. It's going to be amazing, and which will also help you practice it on your own later. So it's a great opportunity for us to, learn the right way of breathing, the pranayama from Uma ma'am. So, ma'am, I'll leave it to you now.
Very nice. So the sit in a comfortable cross-leg position, even if you are sitting in your chair or in your sofa, or if you can sit on the floor, that is the best.
Hmm.
Sit in a comfortable cross-leg position. And in this pranayama, we are going to learn abdominal breathing.
Right.
Stress people will be doing a shallow breathing.
Hmm.
Okay. Now we'll learn abdominal breathing. Why we do this abdominal breathing? Again, I quote the example. You see the child. The child will be breathing through the body. Okay, the child, if you happen to see a newborn, how it is breathing, that would be the natural breathing. And how
Hmm.
is it? When the signs of pranayama, we inhale oxygen, we exhale carbon dioxide,
Right.
right? So when you inhale oxygen, it always breathe through the nostrils. We keep our mouth closed. We are not breathing through our mouth,
Right.
only through the nostrils.
Hmm.
So when you inhale through the nostril, what is happening? You are taking the fresh oxygen inside your body. And feel that is going through the nostrils and it goes into your collarbone and then to your chest, the thoracic cavity. And from here, the diaphragm moves down. The diaphragm moves down and it pushes your abdomen out.
Right.
It pushes your abdomen out and it creates more room in your lung capacity to store fresh oxygen. And when you exhale, you contract your abdomen muscles in. The diaphragm takes the carbon dioxide through the thoracic cavity. It comes out through both nostrils.
Right.
Imagine a balloon.
Hmm.
When you put air in the balloon becomes bulgy. And when you take the air out, the balloon shrinks. Same way, imagine that for your abdomen. When you inhale, when you put air inside, your
Hmm.
abdomen have to come out. When you exhale, your abdomen have to get in.
Right.
When you inhale, the abdomen have to come out. When you exhale, the abdomen have to get in. So how we make sure that we are doing the abdominal breathing? Okay.
Hmm.
The right hand, the thumb, keep it on your navel, and the rest of the portion cupping your abdomen. Keep your thumb on your navel, rest of the fingers below, and that is cupping your abdomen. If anybody do not know where to place your abdomen, keep the thumb on your navel, rest of the fingers place it below, you will be cupping your abdomen. And place the left hand above that, above your right hand.
Hmm.
Keeping your spine straight and look straight. And you inhale the fresh oxygen, feel your diaphragm goes down and your abdomen goes out.
Yeah.
And when you exhale, the abdomen gets in closer to your spine. Inhale deeply, abdomen out, diaphragm expands. Exhale, abdomen in. Inhale deeply, abdomen out. Exhale, abdomen in. Two more times we'll practice. Inhale, abdomen out. Exhale, abdomen in. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Very nice.
Wonderful.
So
Thank
this
you.
is abdominal breathing. This
Hmm.
helps you to have quality breathing. Yogis breathe this way and stay with a quality life, with a healthy body, peaceful mind, and they live with more happiness.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Uma ma'am. It was wonderful talking to you. I think we've seen that our viewers have enjoyed this conversation as well. So many interactions have happened. And I have to say, it was very, very simply and beautifully explained all the concepts of yoga that we hear of, we read of sometimes, we watch it sometimes, but we don't know the actual science behind it or the actual meaning and significance of it. So thank you so much for bringing that perspective to all of us. We're really grateful to you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Khyati, for giving us this opportunity. This helps us to spread our master's vision. Our master's vision it is to spread yoga and is to release the tension and stress from people. So all of you, please join yoga in Sivananda, Chennai. We have our center in Kottivakam.
Okay.
Join our center. And right now, our center is closed. We are doing online classes. Once this lockdown is released and the government approves, then we will get into this physical class. Until such time, get into our online classes. We have beginners course, we have regular practice, we have advanced practice, we have meditation course, we have Ayurveda workshop, we have weight loss program, we have kids class, we have gentle class. Get into our website and register for the course. And if a sizable number comes from the reference of article, we can check with our seniors if we can give some discount to your people.
That's even better. Wonderful news. So all of you, if you have your entire family wanting to register or a group of friends wanting to register together, just get in touch with us and we can let Sivananda know, Uma ma'am know about it. And if we have a good group of people coming together, we may also get a discount. So that's क्या कहते हैं, सोने पे सुहागा, yoga से life तो बेहतर हो ही रही है, plus you're getting a discount. And like I am from Mumbai, ma'am. So anybody, my friends from South, you can go to the center also once the lockdown is over. But right now, pan India, wherever you are, you can take the online workshops. So I would definitely encourage all of you to go ahead. At least, if nothing else, go check out the website, see what all courses are available, and maybe you'll find something interesting that suits you perfectly, and then take up that course. So thank you once again, ma'am, from the entire team of
Thank you
article.
so much.
Thank you so
Om
much
Namah
for
Shivaya.
Om Namah
Thank
Shivaya.
you.
So for all of you out there, this was wonderful. I think we've had amazing interaction with everybody who's watched us. And if you're still here with me, thank you so much for being with Article till the Article 9. We will come back with another episode. We thought that while we talk about mental health and physical fitness so much, why not get a great perspective on this? We know that it is the priority. अभी बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है. All of us are going through different kind of mental distress. And there is a practice, an ancient Indian practice that is helpful to all of us. It's available to all of us. So make sure, little or more, you do something for your physical fitness and mental well-being. Thank you so much. I'm Khyati Kava. This is artiKAL. See you again.